When it comes to success, there's always a point in time where we fall off. This typically gradually begins once we reach our peak and then tapers off to a bottom, so to speak. We've seen this case plenty of times with YouTubers who have been around for a very long time, or creators that got big from one gimmick, such as the case of ElevenZ, who was gaining millions of views daily and then struggled to break 5,000 views just a couple of months later. Welcome to the updated story of ElevenZ. So for those of you who are not chronically online or part of the Valorant community, or both, ElevenZ started his channel in 2022 and started gaining traction on TikTok by using the fact that he looks a lot like nothin, who is one of the most popular Valorant personalities of all time. One of his first TikToks to blow up was a video of him explaining Valorant maps in a classroom, which allowed him to get plenty of engagements for his looks, while still creating some level of original content. At this point, ElevenZ clearly had something that was working. He could use nothin's likeness to draw attention towards him, and then he could use his personality to keep people coming back for more. Now, when it comes to YouTube, a lot of people seem to develop some kind of persona or a character per se. For many creators, myself included, their on-screen personality is kind of just an extension of themselves, maybe a little bit more confident, but other creators can certainly play themselves up a bit. Now, ElevenZ was very much the latter. Yeah. Now, let's not be parasocial here. I've never met the guy in real life, so maybe he's really just like that, but based on some discussions I've had with people who used to work for him, I can tell you that he's actually a very passionate and intelligent guy. So at this point, we have a pretty good up-and-comer story. We've got a guy who's getting attention for looking like some other guy, and we also have a whole loud equals funny personality bit that's entertaining a lot of people, regardless of his initial attraction. So what's the next best thing that this big-brained funny guy with a reasonably young and brain-rotted audience could do? He could start a meme. And goddamn did this guy get big. So obviously how he looked contributed to a lot of pointing and laughing from prospective viewers, but by absolutely abusing and milking an infinite money glitch that he discovered with the song Cupid, he was getting crazy views, peaking at like 30 million views just within a month alone. The formula was really simple. He'd make a video mentioning Valorant, not having a girlfriend, and then he'd do the gritty. How do people even do the gritty? It was simple to understand, catchy, and relatable to his viewers. Because what's not more relatable to Valorant players than being obsessed with a particular pro player, being terrible at the game, and not having a girlfriend? There's not really much worse than that, is there? Except for maybe being a half-baked commentary channel and streamer. Wait, no, that's me. Now here's the thing with internet trends, and especially short-form content. They just don't last very long. Things that initially give you a platform are rarely what keep you relevant. A great example of this could be Bella Porch, who blew up from some really kind of random TikTok for some reason, and then she transformed that into a very successful music career. Now the Hawk Tour girl is another good example of this. She lasted a lot longer than ElevenZ did, which makes me feel really depressed. But hey, at least ElevenZ didn't do a cryptocurrency rug pull. Anyways, while he was gaining plenty of views and new subscribers every single day, his existing audience was getting bored with seeing exactly the same joke every day.
Say the line, Bart!
And at the same time, ElevenZ wanted to break free from the whole I look like nothin's joke and Valorant as a whole. Because honestly, that game really does take its toll on your mental health.
You read the title right. I'm leaving Sentinels. No, I'm just kidding. I was never even in Sentinels.
So while staying mostly still in character, he more or less quit the Valorant side of his career, which he had built up, which ultimately killed his channel. On top of that, his audience and the overall internet, being, well, the internet, they kind of turned on him, calling him out on his drop in views and frankly just hating on him instead of engaging with what he was now making. Look, to be completely honest, a lot of the videos that he was experimenting with weren't very good at all, like objectively speaking, but he didn't deserve to get hated on for it. So props to him for not having some kind of public crash out over the situation, but man did it suck. Now this is where my original video ended, which did end on a fairly hopeful note. I predicted that ElevenZ would catch his stride again, and I was actually absolutely correct, which is why I'm here today. But before I talk about the comeback of the year, I need to address some comments I got on my original video.
You're literally looking like ElevenZ's evil clone twins.
Fun fact, this is ElevenZ's brother.
You are 12s, aren't you?
Bro, it looks like 12s.
I didn't think I'd live up to the day when 12s is talking about 11s. That looks like 10s.
You look like 12s, bro.
For a second, I thought you were 11s. Lol.
10s and 11s look identical.
Bro looks like 11s?
I am not 11s. I don't think I really look like 11s. Just because I'm half Asian, live in Australia, have a mid-part, round glasses, and play video games, doesn't mean that I'm 12s, 9s, or any other counterpart that you want to call me. Wait, do I own a red shirt? I happen to own a red shirt. 100 likes, I will wear this and scream. So while ElevenZ's channel was sitting dormant for a while, he actually quietly made a brand new channel called ElevenZ. Very original naming. I don't know anybody else who would reuse the same name or anything. Nope, no idea. On this channel, he experimented a bit with commentary videos, reactions, and challenge videos before eventually having a music website video blow up and get a few million views. He, of course, being smart, doubled down on this, and his channel has been steadily uploading videos about AI tools and music with a heavy focus on his personality and a lot of his Gen Alpha brain rot humor. I do have one little tiny itty bitty nitpick commentary channel man has opinion type thing, and it's that he's well and truly done with his old audience. I don't blame the guy. You know, they were a little bit toxic, his humor matches a younger audience a lot better, so that's completely fair, but as somebody who used to watch him, I just really can't anymore. With hundreds of thousands of views per video, he's grown their new channel to 500,000 subscribers over the past year, and he's even made another spin-off reaction channel that's just as big. ElevenZ is well and truly back. He even returned to his gaming channel, which is performing just as well as the other ones. He did it. He broke the code. He beat the hate, the comments, the videos about him, one of which I made. But look, he won, and most importantly, he got to be himself. So good on you, ElevenZ. I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry I criticized you.